What's up, composers? So there's been an update on the whole Finale situation for those of you who are Finale users and you've been shocked by the news from earlier this week. There's some good news and there's some bad news. If you're new to this channel, my name is Mathew Arrellín. I'm a composer and cellist. I got my PhD in music composition at Northwestern University, and now I run the Sound Painter Studio, which is a virtual online community for composers looking to take their music to the next level under my guidance as their composition mentor. On this channel, you can find free courses in music theory, music composition, and I'm also going to be doing more Dorico tutorials. So if there are specific things that you're trying to learn specifically for like non-standard notation, then let me know what those things are in the comments. Because for standard notation, you can already find a lot of really great resources, including from Dorico's own YouTube channel. So the good news is that MakeMusic kind of walked back their initial claim that you were not going to be able to reauthorize the software after August 2025. That no longer is the case. You can now reauthorize the software pretty much indefinitely at this point. The caveat is basically going to be that they're not going to be continuing to making updates to the software. In other words, if your OS changes over time, or if you happen to update your computer, it could be that over time this creates problems for Finale and it may no longer be compatible on your machine. So my recommendation to those of you who plan to continue using Finale over the course of the next years is not update your computer as long as humanly possible. This may be possible for the next maybe 5 to 7-ish years. I myself have been able to run older softwares for, I would say around 5 years. I think that's probably a decent amount of time. But as you know, there may be other softwares that are part of your workflow, part of your composing habits that you're going to need to actually update your OS for those softwares to continue to function the way that they're designed to. So while this may be sustainable for a short period of time, I sort of see this like a band-aid on the situation. Another plus is going to be that if you do happen to cross-grade to Dorico, then they're going to make Finale version 27 available to you if you hadn't already upgraded from a past version. I myself have been running an older version of Finale, so since I decided to cross-grade to Dorico, I will now be able to download and install the most up-to-date version of Finale so that it can be compatible with my current OS as long as possible, as long as I don't update. Now, obviously, the whole situation is really problematic because there are a ton of Finale users out there who have hundreds, if not thousands, of Finale files that they are now faced with the task or the question if they're even going to try to retrofit them into Dorico. And I experimented on this in a past video, and obviously I'm a beginner. I made a lot of mistakes. Thanks to those Dorico experts out there who gave me some valuable suggestions. I'll be making updates to my workflow in the future videos, so stay tuned for those. But it's really a lot of labor to actually transfer a Finale file into Dorico. So you want to make sure that you have the most up-to-date version of Finale if you happen to cross-grade to Dorico so that the music XML export is the best possible. One of the silver linings from this entire situation that I have sort of observed is I think that it's a great opportunity for professional engravers, copyists, and composers who may actually just be looking for extra work. If you happen to be fluent in multiple softwares, then you can help to transition older Finale files into newer softwares like Dorico, Sibelius, and MuseScore. My preference would be Dorico. I think that this has now become sort of the industry standard, and from the little that I've used it this week, I think it's a fantastic alternative to the other options. I've used all of them. I've used MuseScore, Sibelius, Finale, and for me, I think that Dorico is the most powerful and the most user-friendly. There may be a learning curve, as with anything that you do in life, but I think that it's going to be a lot less steep than other softwares. Stay hopeful. It's going to be okay. You're going to be able to use Finale as long as you need to, as long as you don't update your software. We're going to be able to work through this as a community, ask questions in the forums, in the comment section of these videos, and stay tuned for the future tutorials on Dorico that I'm going to be making. Keep in mind, I'm a beginner learning how to use the software myself, so if you're a Dorico expert, feel free to keep suggesting things. I really appreciate it. It's really great for me and for other people who are in the community trying to figure this out. I'm also going to be updating my music theory, music composition courses, so feel free to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of those updates, and I'll see you in the next video.